Well, welcome to the Botanical Medicine Study Course with me, your host and instructor, Stephanie Georgia. As we are into May, which in some traditions is considered Herb Month, the International Herb Association celebrates National Herb Day the first Saturday of the month of May. Now, the Herb Society of America also has Herb of the Month. So I've been inspired by both organizations. The Botanical Medicine Study Course will now be featuring the Herb of the Month on the channel. Now, if you would like to continue to enjoy and be informed on all things botanical medicine with Herb of the Week, you can for the less of the price of one tariffed latte or mixed tea beverage from your favorite establishment, receive exclusive weekly content on different plant or herb of the week, as well as botanical medicine updates. This channel will start to bring other content on botanical medicine, such as musings on the world of herbal medicine and interesting updates that are coming that affect all of us. But we will only feature one herb per month. So this year, the International Herb Association Herb of the Year is German chamomile. Now, there are several chamomiles, and they're all identified as to where they're grown. But if you look at the Herb of the Week archives, there's quite a discussion on both of them. But for this month, because of the International Herb Association's Herb of the Year, it's German chamomile. I will focus on this one because this wonderful organization has designated that for this year. Now, I have links in the program notes for both organizations, the Herb Society of America, as well as the International Herb Association. And if you're so moved, they're really lovely organizations to belong to. And these organizations are more on, I would say, gardening, culinary, history. I mean, really lovely aspects of herbalism. So definitely enjoy them. Now, German chamomile is Matriarchia chamomilla. And this is an annual herb with little spindle-shaped roots, and the plant can grow anywhere from a foot to maybe 3 feet tall. It's usually a bush. And these leaves are bi to tripinnate. And German chamomile has larger white flower, and it has that cone shape, yellow center, which differentiates it from the other type of chamomile. And it also has a strong, sweet, herbaceous, hay-like aroma. I love the smell of chamomile. Um, the the so it's just a wonderful fruit, wonderful plant, but this really puffy yellow center and the larger flowers, how you differentiate it from other types of chamomile. Now, traditionally, German chamomile has been used to calm and soothe the nervous system, but it's also good for digestion. And in some traditions, it's used widely, especially for infants with colic. Um, there's a very famous homeopathic remedy that's based on this, chamomilla. And there are other traditions where you make a nice tea out of chamomile, and then you put a washcloth in it, and you basically make a compress. And that can be really lovely to put on babies' tummies when they're having trouble with colic. And also putting a little bit of chamomile tea in the bath water with children who have colic. So it's also used to support good digestion. And it has these sedative properties, which means it's very calming. Sometimes people like to drink it. It's in sleepy time tea. It has antiseptic properties, antispasmodic properties. But the one aspect of German chamomile that's different from other chamomiles is it's a very strong immune enhancer. It also helps relieve fevers. Okay. So it's really, really good for all of those different things. And that's why you see it in a lot of digestive remedies, a lot of cold and flu remedies. So it's just a wonderful quality. Now, this is a wonderful diagram from MDPI, and you can see all these different effects, and specifically of German chamomile. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, what sets German chamomile apart from other types of chamomile is the chemical azulene. And this is a derivative of azulene. So obviously it's an azulene from chamomile. But what this does is it gives German chamomile, specifically the essential oil, its characteristic blue color. And that's how you can tell the difference between other types of chamomile essential oil, is that if you get German, you get blue. And azulene is known for its anti-inflammatory, anti-allergic, and antimicrobial properties. And that's why we tend to use this more for colds and flus. It's also used in skincare for its soothing and calming effects. And this, as I said before, in German chamomile, the concentration of this is much higher than in other types of chamomile. And so this is the thing that makes it blue. Now, the best way to get German chamomile, if you're not growing it, is to check the label. You can see on this herbal pharmacy product, it says Matricaria chamomilla. So you know you're getting German chamomile. Obviously, the oil is blue, and you can see that on the label of teas. A lot of times, teas and capsules can be a mixture of all sorts of different types of chamomile. And so they'll just list chamomile, which is not a bad thing. But if you're just wanting matriarchia, you need to check the label. Now, gardening, this is a wonderful plant to put in your garden. It's nice in container gardens. It's definitely a pollinator. And it just smells so sweet. And sometimes in these Victorian gardens, they would plant types of plants like this because the ladies with their long bustled dresses would float and touch the chamomile, and then you would get this lovely scent. And I have, it's usually good to get a seedling, but you can grow it from seeds. And I have links in the program notes on how to do that. Now, something you can have on hand if you like to have all these wonderful properties is to make some chamomile syrup. And it's basically a simple syrup. And simple syrups are basically liquids. Often they're teas or decoctions, and then they're thickened with some sort of sweetening agent. And the two favorite options are either honey or sugar. So this is a simple recipe for this, and the way you preserve it, if you don't put citric acid in your syrups, they will start fermenting and you get a different type of thing. But I put a little citric acid and it gives it a nice taste, to be perfectly honest. So you just steep the chamomile in very hot water for about 10 minutes. You strain it, and then you add honey and you stir well to combine, and you can get a lovely bottle with a stopper, and you keep that in the refrigerator, and it keeps for a long time with the citric acid. If you don't put the citric acid in, it will keep for about 2 weeks, and then you start fermenting and you're on your own there. So I hope you have enjoyed this brief overview of the International Herb Society's Herb of the Year that we're honoring in this herbal month and after National Herb Day. This is Stephanie Georgia saying thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me. If you want to receive weekly exclusive content on herbs, please check out the link in the program notes. For $5 a month. You get a different herb every week. For if you want more, you can subscribe to get weekly lessons. And you can also choose amongst the lessons just what you like, and you can pay individually. It's much more expensive that way, but if that's what you want to do, good for you. So thank you again. And until next time, be well.